make some coffee. This is not instant coffee, I may add. I'll show you how to make it here in just a second. Self-stirring coffee. What you do is you stir it up real quick and then let go of the spoon and it spins around, see? Anyways. Okay, so say you're out and about, wandering through the woods, right? You want to make some coffee. So you got your container, right? But you don't have a coffee maker. You know where to plug in your coffee maker if you do have one. I'm going to change the angle here. Hopefully you can see. Okay, as you see inside this canister, we got your common coffee grinds. Smells nice. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on the canister and use that as my surface. So here you got your ordinary common coffee filter folded in half. This is going to be our envelope to make basically a tea bag to hold the coffee grinds in place. Okay, hopefully this is where you can see it, and hopefully it's recording. I can't really tell at this angle, but anyways, you just fold it like that, side to side, and that creates an opening right here that you can then fill with your coffee grinds. That becomes your envelope, right? So just take a nice thick scoop, or if you want to make it nice and strong, you can add a little bit extra. It only holds so much, so don't get too carried away. Anyways, save the spoon for later. Whoa. Are we recording? Yep. I'm going to change the perspective again. As you can see, there's the envelope so far. So you fold the top in like this. And then, of course, fold the other side. And then bring the top down like you would an envelope. And lick and seal it. No, I'm joking. Now instead, reach into your handy and staplers. Okay? Yeah. Just click it in place with your stapler like that. Alright, see? You can get both corners. And there you go. There's your on-the-go coffee filter packet. So you can just dip that in your boiling water. And there you go. It's pretty simple, really. Okay. Now, of course, these canisters right here, when they're empty after you use all the coffee, can be used to fill up with your supplies and bury as a catch, or you can camouflage it. This obviously would stand out in the trees because it's bright red. So you spray paint it. Or you can paint it, or just put it in a green bag, or whatever. Alright, let's save this one for later. Alright, now when you're burying a catch of supplies, whether it's small or large, you want to make sure that it's in a nice watertight container with a nice locking lid, something like this. And I would suggest that you wrap some tape around that just to make sure that it's firmly sealed from the water before you bury it or stash it in the bushes. Okay, like that. So yeah, it's a nice solid seal. And of course you can take it a step further and take that canister and put in another canister and fill that with additional supplies. And seal that up and then wrap that up with some more tape. Just gonna roll it, along the edge like that. And you see, you want to press out the air bubbles to make sure you got a nice watertight seal. Okay? And of course, if you want to take it the extra step, take this canister, put it in another canister, fill it with additional supplies, seal it once again, and make sure the lid is on securely. And of course, wrap it in more duct tape. Actually, this is Gorilla Tape. Then with this container, take this container and stash it in the bushes. Put it like that. And hopefully nobody sees it. Or camouflage. There you go. Now it's a green canister. There you go. So now the canister, as you see, is nice and camouflaged. Put it in the bushes. you see it? It's right here. I'll put it over there. You see it now? It's still disappeared. Speaking of hiding in the bushes, kind of bad as always. Okay, as I was going to say, okay, let's say you're walking on the side of the road near a nice thicket of these bamboo trees right here. That's perfect. All right, bamboo trees grow really thick together, so that will provide you perfect cover. You just want to search for an opening between them and charge right in like this. And it just naturally closes in behind you and all around you. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can stand up between these. There's trees right there, and then there's some trees behind me. I wanted to, I could stretch a tarp out between these trees, but it already creates a nice natural canopy, so it's a sunny day anyways, but if it were to rain, it would already protect you naturally. Looking at this clearing right there, I'm gonna guess that somebody has already used this spot before me. Oops. Caught back out of here. Just showing safety purposes. There you go. Yeah, alright. Alright, well, I'm going to start a fire here real quick. Get this can right there. I think you can see me, as long as you can see the can. And I'm going to slide this back some just to make sure. Safety. Also, I would like to mention, you saw me demonstrate this fire kit right here previously in another episode. It was not very effective. It took about 50 strikes to finally start a fire with a spark. Not as effective as I would hope so. As I would hope. It should normally take 1, 2, maybe 3 sparks. It's not very windy, so alright, so instead of using that, got something up my sleeve. A new fire kit. Basically, it's like a mini machete, saw machete. It comes with a fire starter stick, so I said, hey, alright, I'll give it a shot. It's got some little pockets right here to store your tinder. By that I mean cotton ball. So let's see how effective it is. Alright, so for that I'm going to use this coaster with the cotton ball on. That's right there if you can see it. Of course you need some water. This time I'm going to use an 18-ounce stainless steel camping cup. It's got the folding out handle. More practical than using a vegetable can or a dog food can, seriously. Be sure to peel the label off the bottom before you put it on the fire. No toxic fumes. Now before I set it on here, I want to make sure that some of these prongs are folded inward to support the weight of the cup. Make sure that it has balance and that it shouldn't spill. Okay, let's make this fire. Watch your fingers as you pull it out of the sheath, of course. I'm going to use this flat back edge right here on the striker. Here we go. See how many times it takes. Of course, this is my first time to try this, so come on. It is throwing sparks. Come on, ignite. Well, it doesn't seem to be any more effective than the other technique. So, bigger isn't always better. Alright, there it goes. It's burning. See? See the fire? Come on, get it started. There we go. A few more sparks just to make sure. Come on. Get it going. Yeah. Alright, there's fire. Just beat it some wood. And a couple more pieces just to make sure. Alright, so carefully put the water on the fire. And it instantly creates smoke, but it should be heating it up. And there you go. Yeah. Don't get too close to it though. There it goes. Yes, it's heating up the water very quickly. I'm going to assume that when I go to remove this can, this cup is going to be hot. So you want to make sure you have a hot pad or a heat-resistant glove. I'm being serious. But as you see, it's boiling. Now you don't want to drink directly from this cup because it's going to be very hot and it will burn your lips off. So pour that water into a coffee cup. There you go. It only took a couple minutes to start boiling that water. It's boiling really good. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off the fire. Alright, better get out of here before the fire trucks come. Apparently somebody must have seen the smoke. Time to go. Okay, serious. Remember to put out your fire before you go though. Get this coffee packet. Where's it at? There it is. Put that in the water. Okay, so there you go. It's been another episode of Prepping for the Apocalypse. As always, stay safe, be careful, and God bless you. And that's how you make coffee without a coffee maker on the go. And it is hot, be careful.